did 10 years in the army, so I don't think I need a microphone. But look, thank you for having us here tonight. For everyone at the Narre Football and the Netball Club, thank you for popping in and taking some time out of your night just to listen. So, just a bit of background about myself. I've just finished up 10 years in the regular army. I grew up in Berwick. I went to Berwick Secondary. I joined up at 17, thinking I was going to be an apprentice. Got told there's no apprenticeship scheme. Ended up becoming an armoured corps crewman, so tanks. And I ended up being able to drive a tank before I could actually drive my own car, which was awesome sometimes. I ended up deploying to Afghanistan when I was 19. And then again when I was 20 years old. On the 23rd of September in 2011, I drove over a roadside bomb and I was wounded in action. I was paralysed from the waist down and I received a traumatic brain injury. I had a stutter, I couldn't feel my legs, and it was one of the most terrifying things in my life. One of the passions I had was playing footy. Now, I came back from Afghanistan, went through some pretty intensive treatment, and I ended up playing 2 seasons of footy for the ADFA Rams, which is a Canberra-based team. And then I got some neck pain in my second season, about halfway through the season, after getting into a punch-on. That's different. I went to the doctor and I said, hey, I'll get some neck pain. And I got some x-rays done, and it turned out that I was millimetres of becoming a quadriplegic when I got blown up. And then I played 2 seasons with a fractured neck, C2, C3, and C3 and C4, with a complete desiccated disc down my back. I'm actually 2.5 centimetres shorter than what I was when I enlisted when I was 17 years old. So I thought I could get away with it doing it again, and they said to me I have to wear a helmet, and does anyone in the club wear a helmet? Hey. Hats off to you, because I cannot wear one. I wore it for a quarter, ripped it off and threw it off the sideline, never saw it again. So we're here tonight with the young veterans. We're doing something for RSL Victoria, which is the ANZAC Appeal Community Jumper Program. And you guys were selected, you answered the call, the same way that we all answered the call. All of the veterans you see here, you know, they're not much older than you guys and girls. Kate here served in Afghanistan in the Middle East last year. She spent last ANZAC Day in Baghdad in Iraq. Men and women, as old as most of you in this room, are serving the country right now on foreign shores. And it's not because we do it because we want to go over there and get paid an absolute mozza. It's not at all. So you guys can come here and do this, because we love our country and we love doing what we do. So this year, Narre Football Club was picked up for the Community Jumper Program, and I'll get Kate to hold up one of the jumpers. And you'll see on the jumpers, it's your traditional strip, and at the bottom there you'll see soldiers walking with their slouch hats and rifles on the bottom, and it says ANZAC Appeal Round 2017. You've got the ANZAC Appeal logo on your left-hand breast, which is, you know, something to be proud of, because there's only 75 clubs, plus the 2 Essendon and Collingwood that are wearing that same logo this year. So you're under 100 clubs across Victoria that are actually allowed to wear that this year. If you turn around and look at the back, right above the number, right above your playing strip, you have the words "Lest we forget." Now that just doesn't encompass the Australians that never came home from World War I. There's 42 people that went to the same country I didn't, had similar incidents happen to them, what happened to me, and they didn't walk away from it at all. I've got a few of those that are my mates. And so I've come here today to talk to you primarily about the correlation between football and, you know, even as far as going into netball as well, it's the same thing. Competitive sports and war. I'm going to use 4 attributes, and they're the 4 attributes that are posted on a big plaque at the end of the Dakota Trail, which everyone should know about, hopefully. Courage. It takes courage to do what we do. I remember the first time when I was 19 years old and I walked out, put my body armour and helmet on, got into a vehicle and drove outside the wire on my first patrol in Afghanistan. I'll be honest, I was terrified. And it took a little bit of courage somewhere. And I don't know where I dug it up from, but it comes back to when you guys go out there and play, and every week when you guys go out there and play, you're playing for the team and the community and representing Narre Warren. When you guys go out there on Saturday, it's going to take courage. You guys know you've got a chance of going in there and getting hurt and getting injured, but you guys still do it anyway because you love doing it. And that's the big key. It takes courage to go there every week and put your body on the line. The second one is sacrifice. Sacrifice for you and your mates. I didn't know that I was going to get wounded, but I accepted that risk. I knew that it was a potential, and I sacrificed whatever I could for my mates. I can tell you right now, I would sacrifice anything for my mates. Just a few weeks ago, I had a mate of mine commit suicide from his services in Afghanistan and Iraq, and it was absolutely gut-wrenching. But I would have done anything I could. I would go through hell and back to make sure that he was here standing today. And that's the sacrifice that you guys make on the field. And I think you're probably thinking, I'm not going to go out and die for one of the blokes. But you will put your head over the ball for them. You will go into the tackle. You will do whatever it takes. You will put that shepherd on. You know, and that's where the correlation is in competitive sports. Next one is endurance. Yeah, I weigh 95 kilograms. I know, surprising. It's all muscle, I swear. I weigh 95 kilograms. With all the equipment that I wore in Afghanistan on just out of patrol, I weighed 140. And that was in 40-degree heat, in long-sleeve uniforms, helmet, rifle, and erstwhile, at the same token, someone was trying to kill me. So you just got to try and find them first. That's the key. And it takes a lot of endurance to carry that equipment for 30 k's all day, 40-degree heat. It takes a lot of endurance to sit in the guts of a ship as a stoker in that engine room, sweating everything you've got. It takes a lot of endurance physically and mentally to be on operations in a foreign country. It takes everything out of your heart and soul, and you've got to be physically fit, but you have to have that endurance. Same as you guys. You guys are mentally fit, and you guys are physically tough. You guys are going to go out there, and for the 2 hours you're out in that paddock, you know, your mind is on that battle, which is out in that field. And the last one is mateship. I can guarantee that everyone here is mates, and you're all probably going to go out there on the weekend, and you know, yeah, sure, you might get shirty of someone, you might tell them off, you might do whatever you have to do. At the end of the day, you're all coming to these club rooms afterwards, you all sit down, you all have a beer, a soft drink, chips, and a feed, and that's what it's all about. And it's exactly the same thing for us. You go out to patrol, 1 day, 6 weeks, it doesn't matter. When you come back in, everything that happened out on that battlefield, you leave it out there, and you come back in here, and you're mates at the end of the day. Just to cover off, courage, endurance, mateship, and sacrifice. Those 4 words are written on the very end of the Kokoda Trail. That's Australia's doorstep. That's how close the war got here some 70, 80 years ago. And so this Saturday, when you guys run out in the paddock, wearing these jumpers, run that through your mind. When you hear the last post being played on field, run it through your mind. You guys are going to wear the jumpers that essentially represent what it is to be a serviceman and woman. And to go over and serve your country, you guys are going to represent that in these jumpers. So go out there and go hard and absolutely give it to them, because you guys are representing us, and you know, like losing. So what I'm going to do is I'd love for the veterans to present the jumpers to you guys. So we've got a list here of the jumpers and the names for the playing side, and the veterans are going to come up. And the veterans are going to hand the jumper to you, and that's all it is.
I just can't put it
so it's going to be quite simple. We've got a myriad of veterans here. Peter here from the Berwick RSL is ex-Navy and also served in the Victoria Police. How many years? 37 years in Vic Hole. Right? Serving his country, his community. Matthew here served Armoured Corps and served in Iraq. I got it right, Iraq and East Timor. And he's currently a reservist, still serving the country. Sam here served in the Navy. How many years, Sam? He forgets, 7 years. 7 years in the Navy. And yeah, and I know a lot of people look at the medals and go, what do they mean? At the end of the day, 7 years, blood, sweat and tears, it still counts for something. John here served in the Army and was medically discharged. The same way that a season-ending injury can affect you guys, happened to him. His entire Army career cut short because of an injury. Same way that happened to you guys playing footy. Dean served in the Navy on the patrol boats and got to see some pretty horrendous stuff up there in the Arafura Sea, working with the Royal Australian Navy. And Scott on the end, what did you do, Scott? I forget.
4 years, 6 and 21 Vic Hole.
So he did 21 years Vic Hole and in the Signals Corps in the Army. So yeah, don't mess with Scott. I don't want to forget our service women as well. So Kate come down as well, and Kate's a flight lieutenant in the Royal Australian Air Force. So I've got all 3 services covered. Thank you. And Kate's still serving in the Royal Australian Air Force, and she's working at Vic Barracks in the city. All 3 services, men and women, varying backgrounds. And As I call out your names, I'd just love you to come up and I'll hand the jumpers to one of the veterans and just come and receive it off the veteran and just shake their hand, and the guys are going to wish you good luck for the game. So, yeah, please let us know. Number 1 is going to be Dylan Quirk. We've got someone from ANZAC House here, so we can hold the jumpers up and get a nice photo. It'll be on social media. So, if you get slapped for Facebook, now's the chance, mate. Number 2, Michael Collins. Number 4, Jace Kelly. Number 5, Dale Morley. We've got a lot of congestion here in the South East and the Monash Freeway over here, so. Number 7, Treat Cody. Number 8, Nick Scanlon. Number 9, Ben King. Number 10, Colin McNamara. Number 11, Ben Carter. Number 12, Andrew Hunter. Number 15, Nathan Allen. Number 16, Stuart Scanlon. Number 17, Mitch Cox. Number 18, Dean Kelly. No, I'm going to give this one a go. I didn't tell you now, I only learned how to say names. Matt Sorodzinski. Oh, go on. You get a nickname Polish in the army, you know? Number 20, you have Jake Richardson. Next year, we'll try and do something to their I promise. Number 21, Jack Wheeler. It's a hair roll. Yeah, we shake it off. Number 22, Aaron Wilson. And I'll open number 13, which is the very last jumper we're doing. And that is obviously to yourself, who is the Heath Black. To your president for getting in touch with us and getting this on the road. There will be an on-field commemoration service for you guys on Saturday. So please, when you're wearing those strips, think back to what I said tonight. And we'll hang around here for a bit if you want to have a chat with us before we shoot off back to our normal lives. Thank you.